What's up, YouTube? Misha115 here, doing another Master Hero deck profile for June of 2015. I know originally I did. Hold up. What's up, YouTube? Misha115 here. I apologize if it's a little shaky to say. Oh, that's really shaky. What's up, YouTube? Misha115 here, and today I'm doing a Master Hero deck profile for June of 2013. I apologize because I had one uploaded previously, but my friend Ultimo notified me that you could see too much of my boxers in it, so I'm making a new video. Sorry it took so long. First, to start off, we have one Rose Warrior of Revenge. Now, before a lot of you start asking, why one Rose Warrior of Revenge? The Rose Warrior of Revenge, sorry I can't talk today, is because of the fact that she is a tuner and she's a level 4. And basically I realized with Master Heroes that you can do Goblin D-Bird, plays with about any warrior type or just any monster level 4 or lower that's a tuner, and make anything between a level 5 to a level 8 synchro play off Goblin D-Bird. Next, I run double Elemental Hero Blazeman. Now, I know I talked about in my original video how I wanted to run Blazeman down to 2, and I did. And I just felt 3, he was really cloggy. It's just like, okay. I mean, I mostly use Blazeman's effect maybe once or twice. Definitely twice. 2 or 3 times, sorry. So that's my 2 Blazemen. Blazeman. Can't talk. Then I run 3 Goblin D-Bird, because he's literally an instant rank 4, plus you can use him to special summon Shadow Mist, and I just think he runs really good at 3. Just for that instant rank 4 play, to go into an XYZ if you need it. Then I run triple Bubble Man. Now, for those of you who run the Masked Heroes, in general, I'm going to explain to you why I go 3 Bubble Men over 2. I go 3 because he's, with my Masked Heroes, he's literally so easy, just unbelievably not even funny how easy it is to bring him out. I use everything on my hand almost always, or I set my back row, and I just use him all the time, so it's nice. He's so easy to bring out, and he's also an instant rank 4 in some cases. Plus, I need him a lot for the plays I make, like Absolute Zero, Acid, 101. He's just needed. Next, the main core of Masked Heroes is triple Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. Now, for those of you who do not know Shadow Mist, when she or he is special summoned, this card is special summoned, I can add 1 change quick play from deck to hand. Now that's pretty much the plays you always go for with Shadow Mist. Or you can use Blazeman's effect to send Shadow Mist to grave, and then Shadow Mist effect happens when it's sent to grave, and it has to be sent to grave. When it goes to the graveyard, I can add 1 hero from deck to hand. I typically rather A, add a Blazeman, or B, add a Bubbles. I like to call Bubble Man Bubbles. So core of the deck, must have at 3. Alright, coming up, that's pretty much it for our monster lineup. Our monster lineup. Sorry again, I can't talk today. And so now going on to the spells. First off, I run 1 Raigeki. Now, 1 Raigeki because I love Raigeki. Destroys your whole monster's field, opponent's field, and it's just amazing and a lot easier to bring out than Black Rose. Next, I run, sorry about that, I run 1 Moon Mirror Shield. Now I run this, it's more of a card I throw in because right now I don't have every card I would like to have for Master Heroes, unfortunately. For this new deck build version that I'm going for, I don't have everything I want. So I threw this in here just as a fun little, why not? You know, it makes my monsters gain 100 more attack. I'll be changing that soon though. Next on the spells, I run excuse me. I run 1 of Hero Lifts. Now, the only reason why I run 1 is because I almost always get Shadow Mist in hand, and it's flippin' annoying. I've done tons and tons of testing, buttloads of testing, and 1 Hero Lift seems to work well for me. It just does. Because 2 of them, I don't like to. It's just I was rather I send Shadow Mist to grave through Blazeman's effect, or yeah, I just send Shadow Mist to grave typically through Blazeman, and it's just like, well, don't need it. I mean, think if I typically draw a Blazeman or draw a Shadow Mist, then dump a Shadow Mist, then that would mean that I'd only have 1 in deck. I typically more or less actually send 2 to grave, but it's whatever. Next, I run 1 Mask Charge. Mask Charge just to cover the mask change. Now, I know some people play it at 2, but I find it too cloggy at 2. I mean, I used to run it at 2, but just thought it was cloggy, so tested it down at 1. It runs pretty well. Then I run 2 Form Change. Form Change, what a lot of people don't realize is you can Form Change Absolute Zero. And that's amazing to be able to Form Change Absolute Zero. But Form Change I mainly run in there for that OTK plays. It's not a horrible brick. It doesn't necessarily brick you if you draw it. It just depends on the rest of the cards in your hand or the rest of the cards you end up drawing. It can be a brick. It can be, but typically it's not. Next off for spells, I run Triple Reinforcement of the Army. Now 3 of them just for my searches for Shadow Mist, Blazeman, or Goblin D-Bird. Next, I run the absolute true bait of the deck. 3 Mask Change. Mask Change. Send here. For those of you who don't know, you can read. Actually, no, you can't. My camera's a little dirty. Crap. Yeah. Did that help? Did that help? No, it did not. Sorry about that. Much better. 3 Mask Change to get out my Masked Heroes. For those of you who don't know, target 1 face-up hero monster you control, send it to the graveyard, then special summon 1 Masked Hero from the extra deck with the same attribute that the hero monster that was that the hero monster had when it was sent to the grave. So yeah. Next, I run 2 Forbidden Lance. I used to run 3. I might go back up to 3, but I wanted to try it at 2, and it's running pretty well for me at 2. Weirdly enough. I just don't find it that cloggy. It might be a little cloggy, but I'm going to try running this back up to 3 if I can, see how that plays. But so far it runs pretty good at 2, in my opinion. Then I run double MST for back row. I run double MST for back row hate. Just destroy back row, but that's not really an issue this format unless you're up against Chain Beat, and that sucks. Next, I run 1 Emergency Call for Search Hero, 1 Polymerization for Fusion Base into Absolute Zero. Then I run 1 Book of Moon, because Book of Moon is Bay, negates monster effect instantly, practically. Unless it's a card that says when it is summoned. Then, last but not least, I run double Miracle Fusion. Now I do double Miracle Fusion over double Poly because more or less I get more stuff engraved than not. Alrighty. Next off, for traps, I run double double Mirror Force. Destroy my opponent's monsters. 1 Compulsatory. Evac. Just because I find Compulse useful against cards that are like, monster cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects. Well, shit. How do you get rid of that? Then I run double Fiendish Chain. Then, last but not least, double Call of the Haunted. Now, I might change the Fiendish Chain out for effect failures. I kind of like effect failures a little more. That's just me. Then double Call of the Haunted to bring back Shadow Mist. Onto the extra deck. I run 1 Masked Hero Acid. Now, honestly, I think he should be run at 2. I used to say at 1, but no. Run at 2. He works beautifully at 2. You never know what you're up against. Then I run 2, Master Hero Anki. For monster destruction, I had to change quick play and I had form change. I typically mask change into Anki over Dark Law, but it depends on the type of deck I'm up against. Then I run double Absolute Zero. When you lose the field, destroy all my opponent's cards, and it's just great destroying their field. It's like, haha. Then I run double Dark Law for annoying decks like Necros or Light Sworns, and other various types of decks that are annoying and the Dark Law just destroys. Then I run 1 Diane just to form change into him and in case I need him. I've been debating though form changing him and trading him out for Koga because I just like Koga's second effect more. Master Hero Koga. Koga! Last but not least, I run 1 Master Hero Chaos because if you're up in a real duel, like a real actual duel against someone who knows your stuff, typically more or less times, ooh, colorful rainbow. More or less times you're gonna get 2 Master Heroes engraved. And he's just nice. He's just an instant negation. How blurry is this? I'm sure someone will tell me. Or I'll check it. Then I... for Synchros, because I run 1 Rose Warrior, I run 1 Stardust Dragon just because... I've been testing it a lot, and here's the thing. Running Synchro plays in Master Heroes. They can be done, and I have found that through like just going into Stardust is actually really nice because Stardust is not a horrible card. He's 2500 attack. He's decent, you know, not hard to get over. That's it for Synchros and then Fusions. Now for the XYZs, I run 1 Heroic Champion, dude. Yeah, Heroic Champion, and I run him just as a fun play, just for fun. He's such an underrated card because. Let's see if I can focus that. Oh yeah, I can. That's fine. He's underrated, but he's more of a just for fun filler until I get a second acid. Then I run 1 Castel. Castel, basically a Book of Moon. 1 Exciton Knight for when my opponent is swarming the field and I'm just like, crap! And then 1 Heroic Champion Excalibur. Right? Yeah, Excalibur. For OTK bases, double attack to 4000. Wreck it. Then, last but not least, 1 Silent Horror 101 arc. Because to control opponent's special summon monster. Alright guys, that wraps up my Master Heroes for June 2015. Sorry this video was short and not that great. I promise the next video upload I do for Master Heroes later this month, towards the end of it, will be much better. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.